Now let's get into Coachella itself. Okay, so the first day was 420. Was a little overwhelming for me. Hey, best friend. Okay, when my other best friend come over, we just gonna wait.
No, I'm doing this right now.
Can I finally put you on my Snapchat? Because we went to the dispensary and got us snacks and candies and whatnot. I definitely went to Coachella celebrating 420 as as the best way that you should celebrate 420. Have to make sure I'm cute in the sun too, y'all. Ooh. It was a little overwhelming because I went with a friend. I love him dearly, but he attracts attention, and I was high, so I was paranoid, and it was just so much going on. So as far as like the experience, it wasn't the most pleasant the first day, but after I was coming down, things kind of smoothed out. I did get to see SZA, and I definitely had a good time. I ended up being by the coach, we spent most of our time at the Coachella stage. And I just sat near the medic area in the corner, and I definitely chilled the hell out. I feel like I just breezed over the walking part. If you are not privy to walking, I wouldn't go to Coachella. If you can't, if you don't think you can hold up. We went all day. Coachella is an all day non-stop event, and I don't like to sit on the dirt, so I knew that standing was gonna be like a big thing, and it was. Not on Friday, but Saturday. We'll get into that shortly. This will be a long video. So yeah, Friday was chill. You definitely want to bring cash if you want to get on the bikey things, which is basically they wheel you to the main entrance of Coachella versus walking this long path to get into Coachella. So basically the shuttle takes you to the place that is Coachella, but it doesn't take you into the festivities of Coachella, if that makes sense. So you do have to walk about a mile or a half a mile in order to literally enter Coachella. So you're gonna be walking. So if you bring cash, it is $20 for them. It's $10 for them to drive you from where you are to the entrance. I paid $20 because I have my best friend with me. How you feeling better? So what else? What else do you need to know for Coachella? When you walk in, you definitely want your mask. I'm not gonna lie, I was super sick the next day. That dirt is not a joke. It's when they say bring a mask, okay? I think that you're gonna need it, especially if you have a hard time walking and breathing. I personally I wore these cute sandals the first day, and I was going for looks. I definitely learned my lesson. The next day I was wearing Payless flip-flops. So the first day I wore tourist shoes, and I'll try to insert that in the video. And then the next day I ended up wearing some flip-flops they're really not that, they have like foam bottoms, but they were a lot more comfortable than the first shoes that I wore from Torrid. I don't know about gym shoes. I would have to ask my best friend, but he's a bigger guy. I probably wouldn't have wanted to wear gym shoes. Simply because I like the freeness of not having on gym shoes, just my feet kind of like flowing in the wind. So I personally like the flip-flops. I like the change of flip-flops. I think that those were the most lucrative for me. So now Saturday, let's talk about Saturday, honeys. Now you need to take notes. If you're going to Coachella next year and you're going for a main event, if you're going for the day that the artist is going to be there, the main headliner, be prepared for pain, okay, big girls, because this is where the most people come. When we were there on Friday at the hotel, it was a lot of people there for Coachella, but that next day, everybody came in. Like, people just miss Friday because they want to see the main act on Saturday. So if you are there to see the main act, prepare for it. When they say that there's 100,000 plus people, all 100,000 people will be at the festival. So walking will be elongated. Getting back to the shuttle or your car or your Uber will be elongated. All of those things will be elongated. So prepare for war. I definitely went in with my pain pill intact. Since we learned our lesson, we decided not to go early. I left at 8. Beyonce went on at 11. So on Saturday, we chose not to enjoy the festivities from sun up to sundown. We went at 8 o'clock. Got there, watched the girls who were before Beyonce. We went straight to the main stage, which is the Coachella stage, and we watched them. Waited for 2 hours. I stood on my feet. After maneuvering through the beehive to get as close as I possibly could, I will insert the video. And
you in the back, don't worry, you're gonna feel it.
I be getting so much money. Everybody mad.
You better come back here with the good hair.
Keep it cute, keep it cute.
Come on, B.
Fuck it up again, leave, turn back, fuck it up again. Like free me. In the hood, by the free me.
Middle fingers up, middle fingers up. Put them hands high, put them hands high. Wave it in his face, wave it in his face. Tell him.
listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're a big girl and you don't think you can withstand hours of standing, I would not do Coachella on the main event day. Baby, that's a whole different type of monster. I'm just telling you right now. If you don't bring your mask on Friday, please bring it on Saturday, because there's more people, there's more dirt getting kicked up, it's harder to breathe, there'll be people who need a medic, they'll be passing out. It's just a little bit tougher, so please listen to me when I say be prepared. You can't bring water into the place, but if you get the Coachella app, and you bring a water bottle. I bought my water bottle from Walmart when we got there. There's a Coachella app that you have. I don't know if y'all can see it. There's an app, and the app has a map, and the map takes you to wherever you want to refill your bottle. You don't have to pay $2 for a water bottle. Bring a water bottle and go to the refill and fill it up. It is a walk to get to it, but it's okay, because if you come to Coachella, sign up for walking. Okay? Let me tell you. So it was hard to stand for a few hours and wait for Beyonce, because I had to wait for an act and then wait an hour and then wait for Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? So the second to last act was, I forgot who they were, and then after them came Beyonce, but in between was an hour wait intermission for Beyonce. So I had to stand from 8 till about 11:30 when Beyonce actually went on. She's supposed to go on at 11:05, but she was late. In between then, I actually was so blessed to have made like camaraderie with the people who were waiting for Beyonce. I'm checking to see if it's recording. As like we were making sure that nobody would get in front of us, because we were really serious about our spots. So I kind of held it down, and they were like, you need to sit down because we care about you or whatever. So I ended up being able to sit down for a moment and just kind of rest my legs, because when the adrenaline kicked in, I would have enough energy to go ahead and turn the fuck up.